Hi everyone, I'm Jamie Spencer. I'm a school-based occupational therapist, and I wanted to give you some ideas today for ways that you can work on visual perceptual skills using puzzles. So most of the time we know that when we are looking to do a puzzle, we're putting the pieces together to make a picture. Hopefully we have a box that we can look at to match, but there are other ways to use puzzles as well. And in a time like now where everyone is sequestered at home and in isolation, we have to work with the toys that we have. So your child may be very comfortable doing the puzzles that they have or that they've had for years, but I'm going to show you a few ways that you can change it around or make it a little bit more exciting and use the same puzzles that you already have, but use them in a different way. One thing I like to do to adapt a puzzle that might be a little hard for a child, or to just give them a visual cue as to how the puzzle should look, is to create an outline for the puzzle. So you can see right here, I have this piece of construction paper and it says Lion King on it. I labeled it to go with my Lion King puzzle, and I use the outlines of it to teach my child that this is the exact size of the puzzle. Many children don't really recognize that a puzzle is almost always a rectangle. So there's going to be four corners and we're going to be four sides. And I like to have the children match it up as they're starting to go. So this is a different puzzle. I don't have my Lion King puzzle with me right now, but I would have the child take the pieces and start putting them together, and we would start trying to figure out which corner they went in. So one thing I like to do is to have the children look at what is actually on the puzzle. So rather than just immediately going together and matching pictures, I like to have the child look at what is in the puzzle. So this looks like seaweed. I think it's going to be on the bottom of the puzzle. And you can have your child go through the puzzle and sort the pieces into piles. So it can be piles by color, or it can be piles by bottom and top. But rather than just put the puzzle together, we're first going to look at the puzzles and sort them. Seaweed, that's going to go in the bottom pile. And if I see clouds or words, I know that it goes to the top of the puzzle. Once I have those pieces together, then I can start assembling them on the rectangle. And again, using this size gives our child a spatial cue as to how big the puzzle should be. Another thing that you can do with a puzzle is have your child separate them into sides and middles. Many children have a hard time just looking at a puzzle and recognizing if it has a flat side or not. I teach my children to try to place it flat on the table, and if there's no tunnel for your finger to go through on that side, then you have a flat side. So we make a flat pile and we make a middle pile. After we make the flats and the middles, I like to have the kids trace the pieces. So that emphasizes, or you can have them trace it as a way to determine if it is flat or a middle. So just tracing it, oh, there's a flat side. And then now the children are working on using two hands together, holding something and stabilizing it while writing. And you can even then have the child try to copy what's on the puzzle piece. And then you're working on copying skills as well. So this is a little something different to do with the same old puzzle pieces that you have.